Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So I want to talk about pain, and so it came through to me that Black Scout Survival. It came through the ethers that he had the question, like, I talk about pain being the signal, and then you listen to it. It helps you if you choose to listen to it, which means in order to listen to it, pain. This is the thing with the issue with painkillers is they numb that pain, that signal that's being sent to your body to tell you that something's off. The painkillers numb it, so it's harder for you to hear the signal or the message that your body's telling you about a particular imbalance you have going on in your body. So it's why, using all these, prescribing painkillers the way we do here in America, especially, I think is a little too much and is actually detrimental to healthiness, to promoting actual healthiness. And not to mention that it won't, in addition, it literally clogs you up. So, like, the more meds you make, the less able your body is to absorb the nutrients you eat. So, there's that. And then there's also literally the numbing effect that it has on your brain and how it keeps you from listening to the pain, which is telling your body something so that you can learn how to fix that and grow. So there's an issue with painkillers. I get that. And I know as somebody who, with 20 years fucking experience of abusing narcotics and shit like that and essentially running away from my pain, y'all could look at me being like, what the fuck is this dude, talking about all this pain and shit, yet it seems like he's always running away from it. And I get y'all. Y'all are, you're not wrong about that. Like, that is something that should be talked about. So, it's I'm gonna say so. We all have things. All of our lives are exactly the way they should be based on where we're at. So it's like nobody. This is why I've always said like nobody has it any harder than anybody else. With that being said, you all like I'm not made for y'all's situation. You guys aren't made for my situation. So I could sit here and say that you guys likely would not be able to survive the things that I've been through because you guys weren't built to go through the things that I'm going through. I was built to go through the shit that I'm going through. And that's why I'm here with this body, with this mind, with these abilities, with these strengths and these weaknesses and all that. Like, this is my fucking this is my area. This is me, my energy. What I created in this life is me. Um, so it's like this is why when people like look at other people's lives and they're like, "Oh, I could do that. He's being a pussy. He doesn't know what the fuck." Like, it's like judge another. This is why it's in the Bible. One of the reasons why I think it's said not to judge others is because you have no fucking clue what that person's been through. You don't know. Like, you don't know how they react. You don't know what they've been through, what their childhood's been like. You just don't fucking know. So you're judging somebody else's situation based on your perspective that you've taken a whole lifetime to fucking conjure up, and with that conjured up perspective that comes specifically from your life, you're using that specificity, whatever, how you say that, in your perception, and you're applying that to somebody else who's completely unique and separated from, like, as far as like your situation and their situation, or their life and your life, completely different. So you're judging, their situation from your own unique situation. And this is just we do it all the time. I do it myself too. So but it's an issue that we need to work on because it's just wrong. Like, people don't know what it's like to be in other people's shoes. Like, I don't. That's why I'm very careful to like give suggestions and advice and like to talk like I know what the fuck I'm talking about in regards to situations I haven't been in. Like, I don't know what it's like to be raped, so I'm don't preach about being raped because I don't know what it's like. I do know about karma and pain and how shit works and energy works, and I know nothing doesn't happen without a reason. So it's like that incident happened for a reason. And you just got to deduce the factors of your life and what's going on with your life, and then from there, hopefully you can. I mean, there is a reason. Like, if you dig deep enough and diligently enough, you will find something. So yeah, I got a little off tangent here. Oh yeah, so the methadone, because that was the thing that I felt Black Scout Survival was like questioning me through the ethers. Was like, dude, why are you running to methadone when like you've come this far, and it's like you're talking about pain and all these things, but if you really believed in listening to your pain and all this and that, then you wouldn't be running towards the methadone. And he's got a good point. But how, from a soldier's perspective, though, like you can run out of ammo. You can push your vehicle too far. You can push your body too far. You can push your spirit too far. You get tripped up, you get fucked up, you can die or get destroyed or damaged into a way to where you're now immobile and more of a hindrance than you were if you hadn't pushed yourself so too far. So my point being is you can push yourself too far. We all have a breaking point. We all have limits. And like, if somebody is in a situation to where they're literally that compromised with their own pain and their own suffering and their own hell they've created for themselves, to where they literally are about to kill themselves. Like, it's like they're just like They're just overwhelmed with that consumption, that pain, that feeling. In that moment, especially if it's like from drug addiction that they're suffering from, they don't have the drugs, and that's one of the main reasons why they're fucking hurting so much, and they're at that point where they're just gonna fucking end it. Like, I think the Most High is, I think God, I think it's a lesser sin to continue using things like methadone and other drugs and shit and alcohols than it is to kill yourself. Like, there's levels to everything, and I do think there's levels to sinning, and to kill yourself is a pretty fucking hardcore sin, man. I mean, that's you're choosing to end your life prematurely because you can't deal, essentially because you're overwhelmed with the pain that you're in and you can't deal with it anymore, and you just want an escape from the pain. That's pretty hardcore for a number of reasons too. Like, just spiritually speaking, like you're pretty much giving up and like saying like it's too much, I can't take it. So like there's that, and then there's like the actual action of killing yourself, which so I think